Hi everyone, welcome to 16 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a very quick look at the HotToys 1/6 scale Batman from the Dark Knight. This is not from the Dark Knight. This is a DX19 that they had lying around that they repainted blue and grey. I know what they're trying to go for. Blue and grey are those traditional colours from the comic books. But out of all the Batman to do this to, the Dark Knight DX19 suit, which is my favourite suit, not this version, but it is my favourite suit from, you know, the Dark, it's my favourite Batman suit. Growing up, as much as I loved the 1989, Tim Burton, Michael Keaton version of Batman, it's the first movie I ever loved, and the 1992 version as well, I always wanted to know, like, the concept of Batman, a billionaire playboy who dresses up as a bat and beats criminals to death with his, well, not to death, okay, beats criminals to a pulp with his bare hands at night. It's a ridiculous concept. I wanted to see how could that actually work in, in the real world. And Nolan essentially kind of gave us that. Well, he did give us that. He kind of made us believe it was actually happened. And I loved that. And the DX19 suit, it is my favorite bat suit. I love the Batman Begins one as well, but the DX19 edges it. I have it right there. A very nice custom Jackson shoe cape on it, courtesy of Alan, aka the 6 Scale Gallery. If you haven't followed him on Instagram, follow the 6 Scale Gallery on Instagram. Some fantastic photos. There was no need to do this Batman or this color code to that. I'm convinced they just had to, turn on the molds again for the DX19, whack a color code on it, play it off as like a comic, a nod to the comic book or whatever. I think this is part of the Warner Brother 100 line or something like that. Anyway, look, it's available now. It's $290. It's one of those exclusive ones that I think it was limited, and they basically rushed it out because a lot of these exclusives, not sure if it was limited. I don't think it was limited. I think it was exclusive. Yeah, it was Warner Brothers 100 years of storytelling. Like, come on, do like I don't know, do something different for this. I mean, like, would a Christopher Reeves not make sense? That's Warner Brothers, is it? If I'm wrong about that, can I correct me in the comment section down below? But I don't get why they went with that. I'm convinced because they just done the DX19, turn on the mold, paint the cowl and cape and the gauntlets blue, keep this grey. The BVS suit I'm not a fan of, but it would make more sense because that's more comic accurate. Look, we'll take a look at some of these, but like, as much as I love the DX19 and it is my favorite suit, I don't have any interest in this. I think this is a strange move. So you got the bat signal in the back. It's not true 6 scale, I'd imagine. You've got it's kind of cool actually, the reflection of the bats in the bat signal. I think that's kind of cool. The bats themselves, I don't think they look particularly great. I've heard people say they're the same ones as Morbius, but then again, I've heard people argue that they're not the same ones that Morbius is due to come out with. This here, those bats might make sense. I don't know. I don't think they're okay, I'm not a zoologist, but I also heard people saying that they weren't the right type of bats to even pose with Batman Begins. I don't know anything about bats, but maybe they're too big or something like that. Maybe they're supposed to be small. I do remember that scene in Batman Begins where he uses sonar to summon all the bats and he calls them back up, that they seemed a bit smaller anyway. So like, the thing is, like, I'm torn because I'm looking at this and I love the silhouette of the DX19. I like all the way it's different segmented parts. If you remember, the DX19 was like a neoprene undersuit and had the panels on top of it. And of course, in the Dark Knight, he wanted to be able to turn his head. Like, I suppose that was almost like a nod to the 1989 Batman, where Keaton like turned with his whole body because of the nature of the suit. Of course, that's something now we kind of love, like, as 1989 fans. But the suit itself, the silhouette is the same. The sectional nature of the suit with the different panels, I love that. The gauntlets, everything, the cowl. It's just, there's no need for this to be in grey and blue. So I just, one thing I do kind of like, but it's just a simple observation, is how the gold pops with the grey. I like that, but this is very gimmicky to me. This is like, I'm a trooper collector, but I mean, you get a trooper and you paint the chocolate and you go, Yeah, come on, it's exclusive. Like, I just don't buy into that. I prefer screen accuracy. So, no, this is, look, it's $290. It's out there. Sideshow, the waitlist is open. But if you really want it, you can get it. But this is 100% not for me. You know what thing is? HotToys gets a lot of crap for the faceplates, but that Christian Bale, he wasn't able to breathe properly in the suit. I don't think he was able to breathe through his nose. He was taking these breaths and stuff like that. So he makes strange faces when he's fighting and talking in the suit. But HotToys actually nailed the faceplates. So yeah, that's definitely the look of Christian Bale. His favorite Batman as well. But yeah, I won't be picking this up. I just don't get it. Just not for me. If you like it, shout out to Mike. Actually, I believe Mike likes this one, and Mike he streams with us. But yeah, I think he likes that one. And again, each to their own. Be boring if we're all the same. So if you're happy with this, good stuff. Definitely not for me. Yeah, so it's obviously a pass. That's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know if you're picking this one up or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.